Hello everyone, you are watching Prosper TV. This is Fire or Flop, where we take a album and break it down and tell you whether it's fire or not. It's pretty easy. Like I said, I'm Prosper. This is a new channel. I really don't know what direction I'm wanting to go in with this, but me and my buddy just had an idea to do this, and it's really late, but I'm going to do this anyway because I feel like this is going to be really cool. It's going to be a lot of fun. And the album I'm going to be doing is called The Waiting Room by Triple E. Triple E is a Christian rapper, and this is a 10-song mixtape that he put out tonight. So I haven't heard this at all. The only thing I've heard from it are the singles. Excuse me. So I think this is going to be a fun experience for me. So we're just gonna go straight down and just break down every song in each. First song is called, let's pull it up. First song is called Clouds. So we're just gonna play a little bit of it. I'm not gonna play the whole song, make the video way too long. So we're just gonna play some of the song and I'll break it down for you. I'm gonna have the lyrics here too. Let's say that. So there's gonna be a drop. I've always loved his flow, Mercy. Okay, I finished the song. It's pretty good. It's sonically, it sounds cool. It's kind of catchy. But it's not his best song, I don't think. But it's good. It's a nice way to open the mixtape. Okay, the next song is one of the singles that he put out. It's called Too Cold. It is a real good, just pump up song. It's a lot of fun. So again, not gonna play it all. Just gonna play a snippet of it, and here we go. I remember there was a time where he said, like, I'm retiring from rapping, and everyone, like, lost their minds. And then eventually he was like, ha, never mind. Boy, I told him we cold. Black is how we good. Till it's over, we bold. I know we misunderstood. I know they pressing me. They want me sweating. They leave me, but we never could. So when that weather be heating up, bitches still see us up under the hood. Ice cold, watch your step. I'm about to watch my breath. So cold, ain't got no threat. Stand firm, unfolded across my chest. So cold, won't stop. Winter time, on schedule. Way low, got our own level. So cold, need a cold metal. Leveled up to buy 10,000. Okay. Yeah. Leveled up to buy 20,000. 20,000. Leveled up to buy 30,000. Okay. They try to bust below zero. We ain't moving, we too froze. We can't move, we too cold. Can't move, too cold. Can't move, too cold. Can't move, we too. Once again, that was Too Cold. Next song is called Lord Have Mercy. From what I've seen on Twitter, this is a pretty good song, so we'll have to... Of course, Triple E is like, he's a pastor. Oh, this is Gavi, too. Hold on. Biggie may be cold. If your picture pitch black, you compare it to my soul.
soul. Angels rally crying, ain't no penance for my roles. I don't wanna face a sentence, but it's clear I'm getting cold. I try every time I think I'm on the way up. Yeah. All the wicked stuff I'm plotting make me stay up. Yeah. It's like I ain't in control of my soul. Doing good is hard labor, but evil's like a layup. Mama ain't raised me wrong, and now I ain't popping pistols till your brain is blown. Still I know my list of sin is getting way too long. If only God can judge me, what lawyer gon' take me on? Take me on. I'm a man. And I ain't perfect, but he understands. Hope he do, cause I got bigger plans. Time is money, a day's 100 grand. Lord, have mercy.
I like that.
Lord, have mercy.
That's really good.
Lord, have mercy. Lord.
All right, so you're just gonna break down "Lord Have Mercy" a little bit. That's one of the best sonically sounding songs that I've ever heard him have. It's so good. His flow is fantastic on it. It's catchy and it has a serious amount of truth. I'm really bad at remembering lyrics, but when I was listening, I could hear the words obviously, and I was like, oh my goodness, like this is really, really good. So far, we're 3 songs in, and I'm already like, all right, this is already a pretty good tape so far. The next one is called IDK. Obviously, I don't know. So, yeah, here we go. Oh, this is going to be deep. What I was saying earlier, he's a pastor, so he has a lot of his faith and doctrine kind of sewn into his music, and it's an interesting experience.
I threw my prayers to the ceiling, but I feel like you don't get them for so long. You ain't been there when I'm slipping, you seeming different while I sit here alone. Why don't you care how I'm feeling? I'm doubting about to be dipping cause you gone. Why should I wait for your healing? You ain't gon' make me the villain in this song. Hold up! Did you hear that? Did I come through clear? Did you hear that? My prayers are kind of ones you hear. My mama lied when she said you're right by my side. Lord, know I tried. No lie, I'm through here. I'm in a bind. You might hear people's cries. You ain't listening to mine. And really, I'm fine. Cause when I was dying back in 05, it wanted a sign. You never replied. Guess it just wasn't the time. But hey, I don't know your way. But it seems lately that you've been in the days. Can't see through the haze. My homie lost his son, that's crazy. And I know he prayed. But I heard your son raised. After like 3
He's talking about Tadashi. Oh my god.
If I was Lord, wouldn't be no pain, but you must be bored. I must be insane.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you might have caught a second ago, he said something along the lines of, my homie lost his son. Tadashi's son, I believe his name's Chase. I don't want to say that and not be right. But his son was killed. I'm not sure how, but I know his son died. And Trip was saying, the song is kind of about like kind of questioning your faith. It's like, man, I just don't know. Which is why it's called I Don't Know. So he's probably pointing to that being something that you would look like, man, why did this happen? Like, I don't know why this happened. So that's a really good song, though. That's a really good song. At first, I really wasn't feeling it. I just couldn't really get into it, and then he kind of got into the verse, and I was like, oh, okay. Because I'm the kind of person, personally, y'all might not be, that I really like to dive into lyrics and see what was the motivation and the thought process behind it. So whenever I see something like that, that's always real encouraging whenever you see artists do something that well and then tell a story. It's rare you can find a rapper that can tell a story, and they're few and far between, and I love them for it. People like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Eminem. I'm gonna say Lecrae, don't jump on me, but Lecrae can tell a story too. Propaganda, MGK when he wants to. It's just, that's a really rare art form, and I really love that about hip hop, that you can tell a story from it. So, next song is called Ready, featuring, hold on, wait, I can't pronounce his name. It's Dimitri McDowell. Oh, okay, that wasn't that bad. Dimitri McDowell, he, if I am not mistaken, and I'm not, he sang the chorus on Triple E's song Sweet Victory on his last album, Rise, which is personally, it's my favorite Christian hip-hop song of all time. So, if that's any indication, this song is about to be very, 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 very good. I'm excited. Let's go. Real slow build.
So much I wish I could get up and go back to the past, kicking it home. Wish I could call you, pick up the phone.
His flow has gotten so much better.
Now you're not around when I be at home. I wish you was around me now that I'm grown. To see my wife in our white, walking that aisle, making me smile. Instead I saw you fight for your life. And what you miss now, the birth of my child. It's worse, cause the second one's here and it hurts. They'll never get to meet you. Death did first, and it's coming for me too. I'm cursed. I hear your footsteps coming from behind.
Yes, I like that. Dang, that's so good. Oh, I love that. Oh my goodness, that's so good. That's so good. Okay, so obviously, if you heard the last, the chorus, I'm assuming that was chorus. He's saying, the song's called Ready, and he's saying if God wants to call him home, that he's ready. You know, he's experienced a lot of good things in his life. The birth of his child, his marriage. And while all that is good, nothing compares to the thought of being in heaven with Jesus. That's really cool. I like that a lot. That's really, really cool. I like that song. Next up is Still Unashamed, featuring Tedashii. And I say that because even though Tedashii is extremely talented and he's really earned my respect with his last EP, he's just not one of my favorite Reach Records rappers. I don't know. It's just, I've never really liked his flow that much. He's okay. Just not, in my humble opinion, no hate at all, because I still listen to him regularly. But I think he's not as technically sound as Lecrae or KB or Trip or Andy. I don't know where to put Andy, but he's not by any means a bad rapper, because he's not. But he's just not one of my favorites. Anyway, I'm done talking. This is Still Unashamed, featuring Tedashii. I was not anticipating the song to start like this. A little choir action. Did that.
In this game, you can claim anything and they can't say nothing.
His flow, man. It's...
Pull triggers, push dope, them figures might double up something. Can't nobody tell bruh nothing. But talking about the Lord, it's going too far, y'all funny. Hey, can I get another one? Heating up. NBA jam on fire, deep enough. Going hard like the score might even up. But it won't, too cold, I'm sleeping up. Why be ashamed? We seen enough. He was bleeding, no breathing, and beating up. Ain't got no reason to leave him, I'm sold. He bought my soul. He picked this light skin, did he even know? Celebrations, best win. We got grace, we resting. They the grown, we stepped in. Now every day.
You shouldn't have slowed up right there. The song was good.
Gotta serve my God, no lie. Still unashamed. On the mic, I might testify. Oh my, still unashamed.
It's a solid song. It's a good, about, middle of the album song. I can get into it. It's not bad. Yeah, it's just a good filler song. I hate to say filler because with this album, there's really not a lot of room for filler because it's only 10 songs. But if there was so far what I've heard, if there is supposed to be a filler song in this is it. So, yeah, it's okay. Next up, we have Money Up. This sounds, just by the name of this song, I'm assuming it's gonna be like a turn up song. That's also what I thought for Still Unashamed too. So we'll just see how this sounds. Let's go. Okay. Some more guitar. I was wrong again.
Yeah, we gon' have it, man. I put that on everything. I swear. Soon as I get back, I'ma flip it to a and everything gon' change. I swear. When I get my money up, when I get my money up, when I get my money up,
I don't like it.
when I get my money up, everything will change. I dream of a day when I might grab stakes. My crew ride through without a tap spec. Slide through by shows, no problem, cap that. Pay my dues till I got that. Childhood wasn't pretty, they give me no love. On the black like I'm Timmy, just trying to.
I have mixed feelings because it sounded like it's just another iffy song. It's kind of a mid listen kind of drawl. It got kind of boring to listen to near the end. It was okay. The beat really didn't progress. It wasn't that good. It was okay. It kind of got catchy at points, but for the most part, it was not. Next song is called Out My Way. This one has to be a turn-up song. You know how Apple Music will have the little stars next to songs? Well, this one has a star next to it, so I can only assume this is actually going to be good. So, let's see. I think it's going to be a turn-up song. Let's go. Definitely. I already know. Okay, let's see this beat drop. Come on.
You want my hope destroyed. Hater, I know your danger. I'ma show them boys. Don't know you no favors. What you want me for? Don't you overboard? Hey, get out my way. Get out my way.
This beat better
Get out
drop.
my way. My way. Get out my way.
That's catchy though.
Get out my way.
Here we
Get
go.
out my way. My way. I got some big packets. I can stack with big profits. I can get big passes. Back pain from big violence. Can't get me at this. Big maze is all around us. Ballin' can't grind us. We all got the same practice. Look, I know I got
Man,
enemies
come
in my
on.
past. I got venom leaves growing in my trees. That villain scheming out fast. I know we can't get us free with no gas. That's trying to hit a speed of 103. Ain't even leaving no gas. But the waist rate is way down.
Underwhelming. It built up really nicely, and I was like, "Oh, this thing's about to drop, and this is about to be crazy." And the more I waited, when it finally did drop, I was just underwhelmed. I was like, "Oh, it's okay. It's not a crazy turn-up song like Manolo was from Rise." Got 2 songs left. One I've already heard because it was a single, and the other one, which is this one, I have not heard at all. So this is Longer, featuring India Shawn. There's a lot of guitar on this album. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but after Childish Gambino's album, I've kind of had some bad taste in my mouth. So, see how this goes. Don't start singing again. Come on.
Niggas a ride, babies they cry.
There we go.
Wifey been up, 8:35. Smelling the coffee, I wait then I nap. Wrestle with guilt, am I lazy or not? Now it's 11, the AM is dead. I slept through alarms, my anger is at. I'm mad but I'm not, I'm decaying inside. Too numb to be sad, I can't even lie. My heart is a drum, all it's playing is wide. The echo is loud, I'm vacant inside. I'm out of my body, I gaze in my eyes. I look like a zombie, say my goodbyes. It's killing my eyes, I'm asking my God to heal me, I'm not asking for much. I just wanna say, how long will it be till you take it away?
It's not bad.
You ever wonder how long you'll be under? The weight is on your shoulders, but it won't be always. I know you're losing patience. It's written on your face, and I can see you clearly, but all that I can say is just a little while longer.
I really like Tripp's verses, excuse me. But man, the chorus, it just, I mean, she's a good singer. It just, I was expecting to get blown away. If they had someone, maybe like a Britt Nicole or a Laura Daigle, something along those lines, that probably would have been a fantastic song. It was okay. Again, all right, so big finale. I already know this song is just fantastic. It's one of my personal favorites. This is Billion Years featuring Taylor Hill. This is the last song, once again. I really like that. It's really late, like I said. It's almost 3 in the morning. I like this part. On my way.
My rearview mirror's ripped out. On my way home. Hey, why little bad, let's lift out. On my way home. No reminiscing, I would not bow.
One of my favorite songs Triple E has ever put out. It is up there with Sweet Victory, with Manolo, with Insomniac. It's just great. It's got a wonderful meaning. It's just great. I am gushing over it, but it's just so good. It would really surprise me when he released it as a single, but I loved it from the first time I heard it, and that's rare. Usually I hate songs when I first hear them, but man, I heard that and I was like, because it fitted something that I was going through in my life at the time, so I was just blown away. I love that song, I really do. And that's The Waiting Room. It's not, I wouldn't say obviously it's his best body of work, but it is a mixtape. And I also saw an interview today where he said another album, an actual album was coming. So I'm not upset about it. I'm happy with it. It does its job. It kind of sets the tempo, to reference another Reach Records artist. We'll probably get to him. But it was a good listen. It wasn't, I wasn't like bored at any point. I mean, during the mid, from about song 6 to 9, it got a little bit boring, but for the most part, it was great. I'll out of 5, I'll give it a 3, just because there's a lot of stuff that could have been better, but his flow has greatly improved from Rise, and then from even farther back, The Good Life. Lord have mercy, his flow has gotten astronomically better. I was really excited whenever he announced he was going to release this, and it really didn't disappoint. I was pretty happy with this. And that's Fire or Flop. Do you agree with me? Tell me in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. This is Prosper TV. I'm Prosper. I'll see you next time.
They draft us below 0. We ain't moving, we too froze. We can't move, we too cold.